One of the most common narratives when it comes to the left is that they like to say white privilege is proof that America is racist. They would tell us that white people have a higher chance of getting out of prison or getting or getting lower sentences because of their skin color. But and not to mention too, Bernie Sanders, one of his biggest talking points is that he likes to say that black people and people of color are always being targeted by the justice system. Therefore, we need criminal justice reform. Which I do agree. I do believe to some degree we need to start. We need to start. Giving people some second chances. Those who are worth it. Others do not. But Bernie Sanders' motive for pushing for criminal justice reform is because people of color are always being oppressed, and that black people and people of color, they do not have a chance when it comes to the current criminal justice system. But I'm gonna tell you this: if the narrative was true that the criminal justice system was about people of color, then Jussie Smollett is not the best example. I'll tell you why. I do believe to some degree that the criminal justice system does need some reform, but it's not the reason why Bernie Sanders thinks it needs reform. If anything, the problem that I have with the criminal justice system in general is the fact that we have people like Jussie Smollett, Hillary Clinton, and Hollywood celebrities in general who think they're above the law and they can do whatever the hell they want and therefore live free without any consequences. I'm going to ask you this. I'm a Hispanic, right? But forget the race for a minute. I make like around $30,000 a year. I'm a department manager at McDonald's, and I go to college, right? I want to ask you this: if I were to do the same stunts Smollett did, wasting taxpayer resources, right? Basically wasting police resources and taxpayer money to find two white people that don't even exist. And I said that I was assaulted by two white Trump supporters in California, because we all know how many Trump supporters live in California. We all know California is primarily dominated by Trump supporters. No sarcasm, by the way. If I were to go out and say that, and it turns out that I was lying, I wouldn't get my charges dropped. I'll be going to prison. I'll be charged with so much money. I'll be literally be paying it back for the rest of my life. I wouldn't have my charges dropped. But Smollett, for some reason, had his charges dropped because he had some connections. That's why I think we need criminal justice reform. Because there's people up at the top, some of them, not all, who think they're above the law and therefore they can use their money and influence to get away with doing stuff like Jussie Smollett's actions, like what he did. So now he tried to do it again. He tried to get his charges thrown out again, and guess what happened? The Illinois Supreme Court said no. And this is what I love. Celebrities who think they're so above the law, who think they're doing a noble cause by lying and wasting taxpayer money on stuff, sort of looking for people that don't even exist. This guy deserves to lose in every meaning of the word. And I'll tell you this right now. When Trump was talking about, back in 2016, when Trump was saying about how we were going to get tired of losing, back then I wasn't a Trump supporter. And even back then, I thought, this guy's just talking out of his butt. This guy is just talking to rally up his supporters. This guy, we're not going to win at all. 4 years later, I got a job. I actually move up. I get higher wages. I work harder. I earn my keep. Next thing you know, I'm wearing a Trump 2020 hat and a Keep America Great hat, but that's not the point. The point is, we're winning so much. We're winning so much. We have gone, I honestly, to some degree, I'm starting to feel like more like Saitama now. If you don't know who Saitama is, he's known as like in the popular anime and manga known as One Punch Man. Saitama, the hero that is so powerful that he can defeat any opponent with just one punch. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like Saitama, because the thing about Saitama is that he got so powerful that he got bored. Like, he's bored of being a hero at this point, right? He gets bored because he doesn't find a challenge. I'm starting to feel like Saitama now. I'm getting so bored of winning that I just want a good opponent. I want a good challenge. Maybe if I win, okay, sure. And if I lose, I'll be happy that I lost, because finally that means that I'm not unstoppable. But Trump, dude, the guy's winning on so many levels. He's winning on border security. He's winning in politics. The Democrats are clearly in disarray. They're fractured as well, right? Not only are their two top candidates a socialist and a senile old man, senile as an exaggeration, but the Democrats are in disarray. I'm starting to feel like Saitama. Our country is winning so much that I'm getting bored. Now, some of you might say, well, Carlos, I'm not tired of winning, and that's good for you. But I just want a challenge. I want someone to actually challenge Trump and give him a run for his money. But the Democrats can't do that. The left, the Hollywood celebrity talking about, oh, we need to start resisting the orange man bad and Jussie Smollett creating fake hate crimes. Yeah, spare me, but you're gonna lose, bro. But again, this is justice at its maximum. This guy thought he could get away with it, and boom, there you go. Supreme Court says no. At least the Illinois Supreme Court, not the National Supreme Court, but the Supreme Court of Illinois said nope. You're gonna go all the you're gonna face this till the end, and you're gonna get your justice served right on a civil platter. That is, the people who are receiving the justice are the ones who you screwed over, buddy. Jussie Smollett deserves to be getting the worst sentence possible based on what he did, and he deserves it. He really does. But anyways, let's keep going. It's been more than a year since ex-Empire actor Jussie Smollett claimed he was attacked by two white supporters of President Donald Trump on a frigate Chicago morning. Because we all know Chicago is so dominated by Trump supporters. After new charges were brought against the actor in February, his attorneys filed an emergency motion with the Illinois Supreme Court. The Chicago Tribune reported it's arguing that Cook County Judge Michael Tuman overstepped his authority and misinterpreted the law when he ordered the appointment of a special prosecutor in Smollett's case last year. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. And that's what he's right now. I know some people at my university where I go to. Well, I'm taking anthropology because it's for general ed, because we all know anthropology is such a beneficial class that I'm going to be using, in the real world. But anyways, and my point is that class is useless. But I have a lefty sitting to my left, ironically enough. And he's talking about, can you believe Jussie Smollett is being charged again with this? This is double jeopardy. That's not fair. They can't do that. And this is what I told him. It would actually be double jeopardy if he actually went to court the first time, but he didn't. So it's not double jeopardy. They can do this. It's legal. And they was like, what do you mean? That's not true. I was like, yes, it's true. Smollett didn't go to court for the first time, so it's not double jeopardy. So they can clearly do this. Okay, just letting you know. Sorry. Smollett's attorneys claimed in their filing that the particular statute Tuman cited to appoint a special prosecutor can only be invoked if the state's attorney filed a formal petition for recusal, which Cook County State Attorney Kim Foxx never did, the Tribune continued. Foxx stepped down from prosecuting Smollett, and it was discovered later that she agreed to try and get the charges dropped against Smollett. After she stepped down, but did not remove her entire team from the case and instead appointed her top deputy to run the investigation, Tuman said the prosecution became invalid. The judge contended that Foxx did not have the authority to name her own successor. Smollett's attorneys, however, claimed Smollett was the only person who have had the right to question whether the prosecutor in this case had the authority to prosecute him. If there, in fact, had been a defect in the authority to prosecute Mr. Smollett, the only person who could have probably challenged the validity of the proceedings would be Mr. Smollett, and he has not done so, his attorneys wrote in the motion. His attorneys went on to demand the order that appointed the special prosecutor to be thrown out, and that all charges against the actor be vacated. The Illinois Supreme Court denied the motion. Smollett's next hearing will be on March 18th, and that's, 11 days away. I'll mark that on my calendar. As previously scheduled, he pleaded not guilty to the charges against him. Ooh boy, this is going to be good. Because not only is there enough evidence to prove this guy's guilty, they even had Google and Facebook. I think they even had a lot of these tech monopolies check into Smollett's account to actually make sure, look at his search history, his location. Because be aware, when you agree to use an app by Google or Facebook or Twitter, and they say allow Twitter or so and so to use your location, and you say agree, yeah, they can track your location. And I'm pretty sure that they got these companies to get involved. Therefore, this guy's done. This guy's done unless there's some corruption going on or some foul play here. This guy's done. He's not gonna have a chance. But anyways, let's keep going. On February 11th, a Cook County grand jury indicted Smollett on 6 counts of disorderly conduct, alleging he orchestrated the racist and homophobic attack on a frigid night in downtown Chicago. The Tribune reported the allegations mirrored those originally brought against the actor last year after it was discovered he fabricated a hate crime against himself. Smollett claimed on January 29th of 2019 that he was attacked by 2 white men wearing Make America Great Again hats around 2 a.m. during a polar vortex in Chicago. Just so you know, that's literally under 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Just so you know. And you want to go to get a subway as well, because a lot of subways are 24 hours, apparently. I don't even know if subways are 24 hours anymore. Are they? I could be wrong. But anyways, let's keep going. Smollett claimed that the men shouted racial and homophobic slurs at him as they beat him, tied a noose around his neck, and poured bleach on him. They had been apparently carrying these things just randomly while at the night and somehow recognized Smollett. Yeah. And I'll tell you right now, I'm going on a tangent a little bit here. The moment I knew that this was a lie is when he said they poured bleach on his face. Do you know how damaging bleach can be? Like pure bleach can be if it even goes into your mouth or even your eyes. The guy would have been blind, and probably he would have died from poisoning of the bleach. Like you don't have to swallow bleach simply by even having bleach in your mouth. If you leave it there long enough, it can have some very lasting consequences. So I doubt this guy got poured on his face with bleach. Like for me, that was the dead giveaway. This guy made it up because the guy wouldn't be in perfect health if it had been bleach. But anyways, I'm going. The men allegedly yelled, "This is MAGA country" before they left. Yeah, that is so stupid. Because how many Trump supporters before this whole incident happened in 2019? How many of Trump supporters did you hear say this is MAGA country? None. And this is the first time I heard it back in 2019, and it was funny. It really was. Smollett, according to the surveillance footage, showed up to his friend's apartment in Chicago with the noose still around his neck and carrying a sandwich from Subway, which apparently wasn't damaged in the violent altercation. He was still wearing the noose when police arrived. The media instantly brought Smollett's wild claims into their hatred of Trump and his supporters. It was quickly discovered that Smollett paid two Nigerian brothers to stage the attack against them. Good on the state of Illinois, especially the Supreme Court of Illinois, for having some ethics and saying, you know what, dude, no. This is the criminal justice reform that I advocate for. People like Smollett, people like the rich celebrities in Hollywood who think they can get away with anything simply because they have money and they're on a higher social class than the everyday Americans. Bernie Sanders will say we need criminal justice reform because black people and people of color are being oppressed. I say we need criminal justice reform because we need those freaking celebrities who are who think that they're so above the law they can do whatever the hell they want and get away with it. That's the criminal justice reform that I advocate for. People who are up top, they can get away with the nonsense that they pull off. With the nonsense that they pull off, and then thinking, "Oh, I'm innocent," I was able to prove it. I'm sorry, but Smollett deserves everything he gets. He lied. He got caught lying. Still lying is he still lying that he didn't lie? And now they're going after him full throttle. Go on the state of Illinois. Go to the Supreme Court of Illinois because Smollett is going to have a world of hurt coming toward him because of the nonsense that he pulled. He's going to pay a huge price in the legal system because this guy thought he could get away with it because he was a black gay man and he knew that the media would believe his nonsense without any evidence in the first place. But let me know what you guys think about this. Do you guys think Smollett's going to be convicted of his charges being brought up against him? Are you in defense of Jussie Smollett? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, share the video with your friends, family on Facebook, Twitter, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below in regards to Jussie Smollett. I'll see you guys next time.